Welcome to Arise United Devils. In today's news, Manchester United travel to Arsenal with 4 new signings in Erik ten Hag's squad. Manchester United could line up with 4 new arrivals against Arsenal, but one of them won't be Sofyan Amrabat. The Morocco international made the 11th hour switch to Old Trafford on loan from Fiorentina as Erik ten Hag finally got his top midfield target over the line. It was the Red Devils' 4th and final signing of deadline day, although Amrabat will not feature on Sunday as he was not signed in time to be registered this weekend. United's 3 other deadline day signings could feature and travelled with the rest of the United squad down to London on Saturday afternoon. Sergio Reguilon, Jonny and Altay Bayindir are all part of the group that have made their way south to face Mikel Arteta's men. Reguilon arrived on a season-long deal from Tottenham following Luke Shaw's latest injury setback, while Evans was handed a short-term deal after impressing in training. Goalkeeper Bayindir also completed his permanent move from Fenerbahce for a fee in the region of £4.3 million. There could be a 4th new face playing for United on Sunday after Rasmus Højlund was pictured with the squad. The 20-year-old has not made an appearance since his big money move from Atalanta last month, but is now fit and available after recovering from injury. Ten Hag hinted on Friday that he may throw Højlund straight into the starting 11 to face the Gunners. "We had a good training week and on Saturday we have the final training," said Ten Hag. "He's doing well, so he will be available. I think he's ready to start." In similar development, manager Erik ten Hag questions attitude of Manchester United players. Erik ten Hag has criticised Manchester United's attempts at counter-pressing so far this season and said the failure to follow his tactical instructions was down to the attitude of the players. United have been far too open at times this season, conceding 4 goals and facing 49 shots in just 3 Premier League games, 2 of which came at Old Trafford against Wolves and Nottingham Forest. It has meant an unconvincing start despite securing 2 wins out of 3, and when Ten Hag was questioned on the gaps in his midfield recently, he placed the blame at the door of his attackers and defenders. Ahead of today's trip to the Emirates to face last season's runners-up Arsenal, Ten Hag has expanded on what has been going wrong tactically and said the team had to become more compact to carry out successful counter-pressing. "That is one of the reasons why I was not pleased with it, because the front and back didn't do their jobs. We got stretched and we have to improve that. We have to be more compact, otherwise you can never counter-press," he said. "I had the problem with how the defense moved and I had a problem with the responding in the defense transition of our offensive players." Asked what the issue was, Ten Hag insisted it was mental rather than tactical and urged his players to have the right attitude for every game. "It is definitely attitude," he said. "You improve attitude by being demanding and matching standards. That is what I demand. Last year they showed they can do it in almost every game and I expect it even more. We can't make compromises because then you become vulnerable and you don't win games." Furthermore, in a heap of praise, Erik ten Hag believes Rasmus Højlund has the bravery and the personality to deal with the pressure of becoming Manchester United's leading man when he makes his debut at Arsenal today. Højlund scored 9 goals in 32 appearances in Serie A last season and moved to Old Trafford just a year after he left Sturm Graz for Atalanta for €17 million and 18 months after he joined the Austrians from FC Copenhagen for €1.8 million. The Denmark international was recovering from a back injury when his move was confirmed, and he has missed the first 3 games of the season as he builds match fitness, but will be in the squad to face Arsenal at the Emirates. The club did due diligence into his mentality as well as his ability and is confident that Højlund has what it takes to handle that pressure, Ten Hag said. "He is brave and that's enough. He has belief and the rest will come," Ten Hag continued. "We scouted about the skill and personality. Yes. Everywhere he has been so far, Austria and Italy, he's made a big impact. You need time and it will come, I'm convinced of that." Not only will Højlund have to deal with comparisons with Kane this season, as well as going head-to-head with the 30-year-old in the Champions League, but as a precocious Scandinavian striker coming to the Premier League at a young age, he will be judged alongside Erling Haaland. Ten Hag insists United expect a lot from Højlund, although repeating Haaland's 52-goal first season in English football is probably expecting too much, and he wouldn't get drawn into comparisons with the Norwegian. But Haaland has been a bundle of energy and enthusiasm at City, as well as an unstoppable source of goals, and Ten Hag has already noted how he has lifted the spirits of his new teammates at Carrington this week. "I think he is a different character in our squad and that makes it really exciting. The balance in my squad is very good and already we noticed this week when he came in a different spirit is coming up, he said. He gives that energy and also the players get energy from it. It is very good. Give him time to settle in. No player can act from the start. Of course, we expect a lot from Højlund but he needs time to settle into the team and the way we play. The rest will come. I'm very confident of that. United felt they had signed a unique striker with the capture of the 6'3" in speed merchant and Ten Hag's first impressions at Carrington have reinforced that view. Of course, I would have appreciated it if we had him from the first game, but that wasn't the case but now he is fit. We are happy he will definitely strengthen the squad and he will make a good impact on the team. On the sale of Manchester United, it is being reported that the club will be taken off the market by the Glazer family after bidders fail to reach their asking price as they hold out for £10 billion for the club. The Glazers are going to take Manchester United off the market, having failed to get close to their anticipated asking price, according to a source with long-standing close ties to the American family. The move is certain to provoke fury among United fans, who have never felt much warmth towards the club's owners, and blame them for a lack of recent success and investment in infrastructure. The Glazers are thick-skinned and won't be influenced by any negative fan reactions, said the source, adding the family's original plan was to attract multiple serious bidders, and that didn't materialize. Sheikh Jassim and Sir Jim Ratcliffe have been left frustrated as to the Glazers' stance, making multiple rounds of offers and being given no indication of where they stood. At one point Sheikh Jassim's camp bypassed U.S. merchant bankers Rain, who have been in charge of the sales process, to deal directly with the Glazers. And even amid recent rumors suggesting the Qatari bid was about to be accepted, the situation hasn't moved on. The logic for taking United off the market now, says the source, is that the Glazer family will try to sell the club again in 2025, when they hope financial and environmental factors may attract more bidders. The Glazers hope for a higher price thanks to an uplift in TV rights revenues, the expansion of FIFA's Club World Cup to 32 teams from 2025, which could be very lucrative, and the forthcoming 2026 World Cup. That event, to be hosted in the USA, will heighten the interest of American billionaires in football investments. The Glazers think this may help them sell United for between £7 billion and £10 billion. On another front, Rio Ferdinand gives verdict on Manchester United new boy Sofyan Amrabat after sealing transfer. Rio Ferdinand has hailed Manchester United's new enforcer after Sofyan Amrabat sealed a switch to Old Trafford on deadline day. With another new signing in, Mason Mount out injured, and the form of Casemiro and Christian Eriksen currently under scrutiny, Amrabat's addition has been welcomed by fans. And club legends too it seems, with Ferdinand hailing the player on his Vibe with 5 YouTube channel. I managed to see him live at the World Cup 2 or 3 times and I think he was very good, even against France, Ferdinand said. Defensively he'll give us great cover for someone like Casemiro if he gets suspended or needs resting. And in contrast to the departed Fred and out-of-favour Scott McTominay, Ferdinand believes Amrabat is perfectly suited to anchor United's midfield. At times we'll need to play 2 6s, and he'll be someone who can come in and that's what he's there to do, he continued. He's a skilled number 6, deep player, that's his role. We've had players like Fred, McTominay, no disrespect, they wanted to do well, but I've always said when you look at their player ID, there was never defensive nous in their kit. This guy has that, that's his game. He's an enforcer, he stops other teams playing, he's very cute positionally and he's very disciplined. Those are traits you need as a defensive midfielder. Fans, who do you think will win today's match against Arsenal? Leave your comments below in the comments section. Till next time, thank you for watching.